Golazzo. Don't look for it in a dictionary, you won't find it there. Because more than just a word, Golazzo is a way of life in Italy, when the net bulges, the crowds roar, and heroes are born. And I'm glad to say that 93-94 was a particularly vintage season in Italy. But hey, enough of my yakking, what do you say? Let's get Serie A.
And beginning the begin, Wim Jonk and a dream debut for Inter. What's the Dutch for Pickland? Another spectacular start to the season here from Inter's Milanese neighbours, with Zvonimir Boban, so often a reserve in 92-93, staking an early claim for a more regular place in the Milan starting lineup. But as we'll see over the next hour, it's not just the big names who provide the most to a man. Step forward Antonio Cananante of Piacenza. And from Reggiana, Dario Morello, who's clearly a student of advanced geometry. A more straightforward effort now from Roma's Walter Bonacina. And a quick reminder to foreigners everywhere from England captain David Platt. Anything you can kick, I can kick harder. Juve's Fabrizio Ravanelli now. A man with an explosive shot. And a pair of tiger feet. Down south, an old favourite, Luca Altamara, tries his luck from 30 yards. And his teammates grab the excuse for a good old-fashioned pie. Some good old-fashioned commentary now from Gary Bloom.
Orlando still deputising for the injured Maldini. Well, that's a terrific turn by Simone. Now here's Papin. Milan lead 1-0. It's only Jean-Pierre Papin's second goal of the season, but what a terrific strike. Asprilla. Zola. Asprilla now, that's two! Oh, that's a brilliant goal by Asprilla. His fourth of the season, and curved magnificently past Mancini. Marcagioni fists it clear. Oh, a goal for Roma! Piacentini scored! He's never scored in Serie A. His last goal was for Padova 6 seasons ago. Oh, what a time to come up with your first Serie A goal in the Rome derby from, what, 25 yards? Minotti. Oh, there's another great strike. 3-2. And has this game got a sting in the tail yet? Well, we've seen some blistering shooting in this football match, and this another great goal. Asprilla turning Pavin. Brolin! Oh, that's expertly placed. It's a breathtaking strike by the Swedish international. and at last Parma have the lead. Becci, Gravero, little bit of width to this Lazio raid. Here's Fuzet! Lazio 1, Genoa 0. Oh, that was an outstanding strike by Diego Fuzet. The man who's been dogged by injury all this season, but now he's returned with an outstanding goal for Lazio. He really thrashed this one past Berti in the Genoa goal.
A week later, Lazio were on the receiving end in Bergamo. A great move and a great finish from Pierluigi Orlandini. A personal favourite now from Foggia's Giovanni Stroppa. No further comment required. Next, Parma's David Balleri, the man with rocket launchers in his boots. At Piacenza, a confident offside appeal from Sampdoria, but Gianpietro Piovani took the linesman's advice and played on. Now, a sobering lesson. Don't stray from your line when Ruben Sosa's around. Hopefully, Cagliari keeper Valerio Fiori took the hint. One man with little to learn in the goalkeeping department is Milan's Sebastiano Rossi, so a rare moment coming up for Serie A's Mr. Sporting.
It's all got very easy for them just for the moment. Say no.
Ivanov. Oh, Rossi's been beaten! Zorato. Zola. This is Aspria. Oh, that's brilliant! Hail the master! One bounce, one shot, one goal for Aspria.
An unusual one this, but you've got to admit the corner flag is a long way from the goal. But after Stroppa's trickery, it's back to basics now with Roma's Abel Barbo. Now the goal which clinched the title for Milan.
Fantastic goal, right out of nothing. Well, we were saying he deserved a goal, and that was a classic strike by Marco Simone. Agostini left absolutely, well, distraught.
And doubtless you'll be distraught to hear that that's it for this section, with a couple of final words from Stefano Borgonovo and from the magnificently monikered Marco Scro, a name and a goal to remember. Well, coming up now, proof that Serie A players have more powerful heads than Stephen J. Hawkins, and better left feet too, apart from Caderani, of course. First up, a classic centre-forwards goal from Atalanta's Maurizio Gans. And next, an unexpected member of this section.
Benarivo now. Zola's in the middle. 3-0 to Parma. Zola scores his second goal of the game. And Parma extend their winning margin.
Back header by Platt. Manini to hoist it forward. Here's Lombardo. Just got away then from Busi. And the header flashes into the goal from Ruud Gullit. And Sampdoria, from being a goal down, have turned it round now. They're 2-1 up. Really good finish then by Ruud Gullit.
In Rome, a goal on his home debut for Lazio's multi-million-pound signing, striker Alan Boksic. And the defender beaten to the ball is ex-Lazio man Angelo Gregucci. The second half of the same game, and wouldn't you know it, in dives Gregucci to score the winner and take the gloss off that Boksic header. But the Croatian would be back.
This is Paul Gascoigne.
Nearly every Lazio move has been funneled through him. Vinta. Gascoigne. Diego Fuzet's cross. Alan Boksic's goal. Lazio have reclaimed the lead. And Alan Boksic scores only his second Serie A goal. But what a brave header.
One of the success stories of the first half of the season was a boy called Andrea. Torino centre-forward Silenzi showing here the kind of aerial prowess which won him a place in the national squad. Two textbook headers now and two object lessons in the art of crossing. In the Stadio Olimpico, Scarchili delivers the perfect ball onto the head of Massimiliano Capioli. Whilst at Juventus, Giancarlo Marocchi benefits from the classic wing play of Angelo De Levi. And in providing more of the same.
Aurelio's cross and a goal from Massaro! Such an accurate header by Daniele Massaro, and Milan take the lead.
While Milan was securing their third successive title, poor old Udinese were relegated, so a rare bright moment for them here, courtesy of Stefano Borgonovo. And now, another rare moment.
Casiraghi, remember, Italy's first choice centre-forward.
And there's a goal for Casiraghi. Well, there was just to win a regular place in the Lazio attack. But the Italian international gives Lazio the lead.
The forward who never scores, scoring. But Casiraghi will have to up his paltry strike rate next season if he's to dislodge this man, Alan Boksic, perhaps the finest header of the ball in Serie A.
Well, from those who use their heads to those who get their money for nothing and their... Yes, it's the set-piece specialist, starring one Gianfranco Zola, a man whose ratio on free-kick situations is an extraordinary 1 out of 3, which, as Meatloaf once sang, ain't bad.
Lazio, week 3, and Zola sends out an immediate warning to Serie A. Don't give away anything that's within shooting range.
Score! Zola's on target. My goodness, it could well be the winning goal. This is Zola. That's 2-0. And that's the victory for Parma. There's no way back for Atalanta now.
And a goal! Zola strikes again. Another exquisite free kick from Zola. His 8th goal of the season. And Fiore gets a hand to it, but no more. Glorious goal by Zola. He's curled it there right into the corner.
Any range, any position, how could you stop him? Genoa had the answer, they thought, put everyone behind the ball, but it didn't work. And Zola saved his most outrageous effort till last.
Here's Zola with the kick. And he bent it in!
Magnificent goal by Zola, right at the finish. And surely now he has won this game for Parma.
Parma's mighty Atom wasn't the only one with an eye for a dead ball situation. There was Toto Schillaci at Inter. At Reggiana, Mauro Picasso. Nothing abstract about that one. At Udinese, Marco Branca finding his way around a mass Napoli wall. Atalanta's Brazilian veteran Ricardo Alemão combining age and beauty. And there were plenty more to choose from, including the one man who could rival Zola, Inter's Ruben Sosa.
Still 1-1.
Oh, that's brilliant! It certainly was in Ruben Sosa country. And Inter take off with a special goal from a very special player. They know he can strike the ball fiercely. Here he comes again. Oh, it's in! The linesman says goal. And Sosa's done it again to claim his hat-trick.
Now here is Sosa. Oh, and a goal! Fabulous goal by Ruben Sosa. Well, we've seen it so many times from him in the past. Still not happy that the wall is far enough away. But he scored! Just a minute to go, and Albertini has struck again for Milan. His 3rd goal in 4 games.
Melchiori standing over the ball, driven in by Natari Stefano! They have a goal to celebrate at last.
Baccio will be able to counter uphill. Maybe Ravanelli! And this man knows how to celebrate a goal. And that one is worth celebrating. A vital strike for Juventus.
Well, we'll finish this celebration of the kicks inside with a close personal friend, the extravagantly talented and supremely modest Paul Gascoigne. Yes, everyone indeed a winner, baby. But now, all for one and one for all, it's time for our teamwork section, because the game is, after all, about 11 men on the day. We start with a side that needed all hands on deck last season, from down in southern Italy, Lecce. And Lecce finished the season, in fact, with the worst ever record in Serie A. So this goal, scored in the opening weeks of the campaign, will be one of the few happy memories they take back into Serie B. A truly magnificent move, finished off in style by the Brazilian striker Candido Gerson. How do you follow that? Well, how about this?
Genoa unable to find a way through, and Torino just for the moment unable to lengthen
Their lead, although here's Carbone. Venturin is waiting on the far post. Here is Venturin. Silenzi! Yes, that'll do! 2-0. And Torino are home and dry with 7 minutes remaining.
Foggia are a side renowned for their swift and deadly counterattacks. In week 14 of the season, though, Udinese gave them a taste of their own medicine with one of the finest team goals you'll ever see. Cremonese were one of the surprise teams of the season. One of the secrets of their success appears to be plenty of head tennis in training. It was another average season, meanwhile, for Juventus, but there was nothing ordinary about this goal. From Baggio's back heel to Ravanelli's tap-in, poor old Piacenza were pulled from one side of the pitch to the other. They chased and they chased, but all in vain.
First touch by Balbo. Giannini flicks it on, and there's a breakaway raid here. Swept into the path of Balbo. Balbo shoots, and Balbo scores! Oh, the goal drought is over for Abel Balbo.
Doubtless inspired by that Balbo effort, Parma was soon trying their hand at the sweeping counter-attack, orchestrated by Zola, finished by Brolin. Something a little more artistic from Sampdoria here, the fragrantly named Amoruso, finishing off the Lombardo-Mancini combination. And a week later, they were at it again.
Sacchetti to pump it back again.
It's found Mancini. Jugovic on for Lombardo. Jugovic! Oh, that's a classic goal. Super goal. Magnificent execution by Sampdoria. Merla on the counter-attack then for Juventus. Looking for Ravanelli. He's on a high after his goal. Oh, lovely skill away from Matricano. Still Ravanelli. Merla. Del Piero. Fabulous strike. It's 3 for the 19-year-old.
Samp again, and Ivani, Lombardo and Mancini's very own version. Finally in this section, the cheerfully inconsistent Roma. When they're bad, they're very bad. But when they're good, there's no stopping them. Take that and party. But now, from the communal approach, it's time for capitalism at its best. Yes, greed, greed and more greed, as we celebrate that particular brand who make the decision to go it alone and do things their way. Alessandro Melli struggled to find a regular place with Parma this season, despite a match-winning performance on the opening day that seemed to promise great things. Another player who rarely featured this season was Romanian striker Florin Raducioiu. This was a great goal, but come on, Florin, you are playing for Milan. Do we really expect another game? Now, a man called Papais, and one of the goals of the season.
So here's Jacobelli.
Papais. He's got a shooting chance. Whoa, that's a splendid goal. That has to be a contender for goal of the season. And the man who's returned to Serie A after an absence of 11 years brings a superb goal to this game.
Next, one of the season's great successes, Marco Branca of Udinese. After this electrifying effort, Roma were so impressed they bought the striker. Now Torino, who aren't short of attacking options themselves.
Francescoli, he's away from
Minotti, Silenzi to his right, Francescoli, oh that's a brilliant strike. Torino are right back in this game.
This is Coes. Good run. What a finish too from Coes. Well, that was a brilliant strike by young Sandro Coes.
They don't come much better than that, Peter.
Or do they? Our solo show continues with Canaries' Luis Oliveira. No teammates in support. Bah, who needs them, eh, Luis? Plenty of options for Ruben Sosa here, but the little Uruguayan had just one thing on his mind. As did Lecce's Rosario Biondo, although the Atalanta defence didn't seem that bothered about getting a tackle. So, another section winds to a close, but there's three beauties coming up right now. So don't you go changing.
Di Canio.
Still Di Canio. Still the dummy to Baresi. And it's there! Well, that's some celebration, and it's worthy of it.
Well, I was singing the praises of Rossi, and I don't want to take anything away from Di Canio because it was a brilliant goal.
Fonseca unable to win the ball. It's back to Busso. He's away from Grun. Gripper's back defending. Busso could go all the way here, and Busso scores. Oh, that was quite a run by Renato Busso, who scored last week in the 1-1 draw against Atalanta. Vink. Away from Jugovic. Past Evani. Round Viekovod. This is quite some run. Oh, and that's quite some goal by Marciano Vink. He was only put in the side today because Dan Petrescu was suspended. The Genoa fans can hardly believe it. Vink starting only his fourth game since the turn of the year. It's his first match since February. His only goal so far this season has come against Torino. Now this must be one of the best goals of his career. Well, he's already led the Sampdoria defence on a merry dance. Now he's scored.
Save your love, my darling, save your love, as Rene once implored Renato. But not even perhaps that chubby couple could have hoped to have saved against this man, Lazio's Beppe Signori.
I'm stronger now than I've ever been before. It's in my soul and it's a force you can't ignore. Come on and give me more. I'm stronger, I'm stronger, I'm stronger, I'm stronger, I'm stronger now. There is something taking over me inside. It's like a power that is feeding on my pride. Now I'm ready to go all the way this time. With my conviction, I'll be first across the line.
Beppe.
Next Buddhism, hunting little wild animals and a ponytail. It all adds up to another goal-tastic individual star, World and European Footballer of the Year, Roberto Baggio. And our celebration of Bobby's goals begins with a typically explosive strike, quite literally knocking the Reggiana defence sideways. Well, it was only Reggiana, I hear you say, but he did much the same thing against Inter.
Baggio.
Now Delivio. All taken in and Orlando going for the same ball. And Roberto Baggio with a stunning drive makes it 1-1. A real mix-up at the back then for Inter. Delivio with the cross. You'll see two Inter players here going for the same ball. And there was the response from Baggio.
Next to the northern slopes of Udine, a very special piece of scenery. So that's a couple of volleys and a bit of dribbling. Oh yes, free kicks.
We're midway through the first half.
Roberto Baggio, 1-0. This really was a breathtaking strike from Roberto Baggio. Here he goes again. Poked in, 1-0 to Juventus. Oh, he disguised his intent. Drove the ball wide of the Torino defensive
Wall, wide of Delhi.
One man, one vision. Baggio's always aware of the possibilities, and yes, it is a corner. The 17th and final goal of the season being a case in point.
Marocchi. Delivio. He's round two.
Roberto Baggio. He's round two. It's now 4. And the goalkeeper. And the best is saved till last. And the man voted the best player in the world scores a world-class goal for Juventus. Their 6th of the game against Lazio.
Blame it on the Baggio. We can't all hope to emulate Roberto's greatness, but we can at least celebrate the moment when the dedication of other players pays off with a bit of perfect finishing.
First up, a classic example of picking your spot from Genoa's Roberto Lorenzini. First, the chest control. Right, done that now. I think I'll put it just there. A nice one, Roberto. Lazio's Diego Fusa, now a man known for his love of the spectacular finish. So he must have enjoyed this one. Cremonese's Eligio Niccolini, now lounging out there on the edge of your picture, bursts into life and bags a fine goal for his efforts. German international Andy Muller decides the roof of the net is a far more spectacular option. He's right, and yes sir, he can boogie. There's been some debate among the Football Italia team as to whether Francesco Torini meant this. Who cares? Francesco clearly doesn't. Poor old Enrico Annoni. He's the number 5 who thought he'd got Faustino Asprilla's run covered. Welcome to be. Next, another brilliant mistake. Milan sold Ruud Gullit to Sampdoria, thinking his best days were gone. Wrong.
Ivani's long ball headed on by Gullit. Mancini.
Hey?
Delicately
Through. Here's Gullit. Oh, cracking goal. And Sampdoria are 3-2 up.
Andrea Silenzi was Torino's main source of goals this season, and here he shows exactly why. Next, some performance art, an improvised piece, in fact, this courtesy of Gennaro Rotola.
No real penetration about their game. Maybe they will be here. Albertini, back off Gambaro. Savicevic couldn't get a shot in. Here's Panucci. Oh, and he's curled it in delightfully. Superb goal by Panucci. So coolly into the corner. Beyond the grasping fingers of Di Fusco.
Napoli featured again here, but this time they're doing the finishing. And now for some commendable persistence. Floriantic slips and the chance seems to have gone. But it ain't over until it's over.
Belleri. Now Crippa. Benarivo in support, as he so often is down the flanks. What a mistake has led in Melli! The error was from Sana, and the finish was from Melli, his second goal of the game.
Panucci will try through this long towards the edge of the penalty area. Desai, yes, 1-0. It's his first goal for Milan, and it's a real cracker. Zola then with a corner kick. Well, that's a weak-headed clearance. Di Chiara! 2 minutes in, and Parma have the lead. And Di Chiara returns to the team with a goal. Well, this game holds added spice for the left-back. He was born in Rome and began his career with Lazio's rivals Roma. And how about this for a special strike?
Parma again now, and Gianfranco Zola, star in fact of our free kick section, here proving he's pretty good at not kicking. A double dummy. And the easiest of finishes. Nothing easy, though, about this one. Little Benito Carboni nearly losing his shirt, but he can't be stopped. And neither can the altogether more powerful Pietro Viecowold. From one explosive finish to another. Here comes Oliveira. Ouch. And from the brutal to the delicate, Dutchman Johnny van Schip conjuring an exquisitely timed chip. Now, back to the brutal.
Parma fans really raising their voices now as Brolin tries to go through. Asprilla. And Menotti! At last, it's 1-1. Well, he threatened a few minutes earlier, and now he's finished with great aplomb.
Time now for a couple of snap volleys. Marco Simone of Milan sets the standard. And Antonio Conte raises it. Meanwhile, nightmare time for the Udinese defence. It looks like a goal. They've saved themselves. Oh no, they haven't.
Delaney tries to take the ball off Rizzitelli, who's get inside here.
Pioli, back to Rizzitelli. Mancini to the rescue. Only as far as Giannini. It's gone in, 1-1. Giannini rescues Roma.
Giuseppe Giannini using the whole goal line. Here, Ruud Gullit seems to want to use the whole pitch. Show off. Now here's a shocker. Giant Panamanian centre-forward Julio Deli Valdez trying his luck from outside the box. Maybe he should stay there in future. Our final goal of the section, and it's a real beauty. Esposito's strike doubly significant. Not only did Reggiana hold on to their lead and beat Milan, the win also meant they stayed up in Serie A. And cue the second pile-up of the video. Yes, goals, 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 as Sailor once sang. And after all that, you'd be forgiven for thinking that in Italy, Serie A provides all the entertainment you could possibly desire. But hey, mister, you're wrong. We won't leave without a tribute to the would-be's and some moments of genius from Italy's second division. We start with Romanian star George Hagi. Serie B's answer to Gianfranco's goal. Now it's Who Dares Wins with Vicenza's Fabio Viviani. Fiorentina on the receiving end there, but with players like Gabriel Batistuta, it was a rare occurrence for them.
So all the pressure now down at the right-hand end of the ground.
Batistuta! Oh, they have the lead. And who else but Gabriel Batistuta with that firm header. Look how much space Pisa have given here to Fiorentina. Batistuta's on his way, and that's a breathtaking finish. He's head over heels at the moment, and he really is the darling of the Fiorentina supporters. Effenberg leads the charge now for Fiorentina. Batistuta peels away to his left. Dell'Olio. Batistuta! Oh, what a way to claim your hat-trick.
And if you're not yet convinced that Serie B can rival the best of Serie A, check this out. A fabulous counter-attack and the perfect finish. This is rather splendid as well, a superb five-man move and another textbook finish. But there's nothing in the coaching manuals about this kind of thing. Pietro Maialaro taking on the entire Fiorentina defence and winning.
And that is about it. But hold, I hear you cry. What about all the spectacular stuff? The overhead kicks, the inside-out volleys, the contortionists who score goals with little regard for their ability to father future generations? Well, grab a load of these.
Here's our old chum Julio Deli Valdez putting those extremely long legs to good use with a spectacular result. Another big man capable of bending out of shape when the situation needs it is Andrea Silenzi. And if you like that, you're going to love this, an aerial backheel. Finally, a more conventional finish from Silenzi.
This is Sergio.
Delicate flick on by Fortunato, and Silenzi scored! Their first major attack of the second half, and at last, Torino's fans have something to celebrate.
Back with Sampdoria now, and the old 1-2 from Hullet and Mancini. Great cross, better finish, and a good goal. Shiny, happy people having fun. Next, Giovanni Bia's first ever Serie A goal. It was well worth the wait. Next is Gianpietro Piovani, who it's clear wants to ride his bicycle, and does. More back-to-front moments to savour, coming right up.
And he's still away with it. 1-1. A chance and a goal. Fonseca. Oh, I spoke
Too soon. Fonseca with a dazzling goal.
De Chiara now. De Chiara, the goal scorer. That's a lovely looking cross. Aspria tries to walk it in, then hooks it in. Oh, what a bizarre goal right at the end of the game. Well, Aspria should have side-footed the ball over the line. Had to do it the hard way after it bounced off Favali, then hooks the ball delightfully in.
Manicone. Dangerous ball in for Sosa! Oh, magnificent goal!
My goodness, what a fantastic goal. I was just about to say I thought he should have headed that because it looked as if it was going wide, but he's up on the volley, and that really is a wonderful exhibition of volley, and that was superb. But look at the shape that he makes here. This is fantastic striking. That
really is a great goal.
A stoter from Sousa there. Speaking of which, here comes David Platt. Wish I could be like David Platt. So another section winds to a close and we'll leave you with a couple of volleys.
Juventus have been a good deal more defensive in their outlook since taking the lead. Here's Gregucci, Silenzi, Fortunato! Would you believe it? The former Juventus player equalises. What a very special moment for Fortunato.
It's a great turn by Simone, and it was just in play too. Simone's cross, and the shot from Boban.
Well, there's the man we spoke about, number 11 there. He deserves all the plaudits. That was absolutely fantastic. It's a good little ball in. It's a lovely little ball. Calori gets up very well indeed, but there's a smashing volley.
And that really is it. The carnival is over. We've come to the end of our rainbow. But hey, for those of you who haven't yet pressed rewind, here's a little encore. Let's go round again with our 10 da non dimenticare, our 10 greatest moments from the 93-94 season. Right up there with the best of the best. Let's take it to the limit one more time.